Hello everybody, my name is Eric Wood, and today we are going to be talking about Bumblebee.
I did not hit her. It's not true.
I'm a punk rock teen and my stepdad doesn't understand me. My punk rock teen voice does not quite agree with me. So yeah, Bumblebee is by far the best Transformers movie that has ever been made, but it's also, in other ways, kind of the worst. Like, when I left the theater for Bumblebee, I was met with an overwhelming feeling of, why did I just spend those 2 hours in the theater? Like, what was the point? When Michael Bay started making the Transformers movie, he didn't really ever have a message in mind. As a matter of fact, Michael Bay, as an artist, and he is an artist, never really ever has a message in mind. He wants to show scantily clad women, explosions, and America. He doesn't have a message, but he has an artistic vision. This was not made by Michael Bay, and therefore it lacks the Michael Bay vision. However, it still maintains the lack of a message. When I sat down, I watched this movie from beginning to end. I had no idea what the movie was asking me to believe or consider or even think about. Basically, if you've ever seen the old Herbie movies, you know, the movie about a little beetle that comes alive and, you know, helps the people along on their adventures, it's basically one of those movies, except Herbie is now a robot instead of just a beetle by himself. But even those movies generally had some sort of message in terms of, like, oh, you need to focus more on what you have, and yada yada yada. This was a movie in which things happened, but you wouldn't learn anything. This movie is not Dove approved, and mostly because of basic Hollywood shenanigans, a lot of swearing, a lot of, you know, cartoonish violence. But even beyond that, this movie not being Dove approved, you're not going to get anything special out of it. Like, you're not going to sit down and have a high-quality movie-going experience in the same way that you would with, like, a Pixar film. Pixar is trying to communicate an idea. This movie lacks an artistic vision and also doesn't have a good idea of what it's trying to communicate to you. So if you want to go and watch it, I'm sure you'd have a decent time. It's a relatively well-made movie, but you're not going to leave the theater any better than when you went in.